Hi there learners, and welcome to today's video where we are looking at what to do in phase 2 of our SACAI PAT for 2025. So we can see there it counts for 41 marks and around 27% of your final PAT mark. And let's go all the way down to see what they need us to do now. Now let's go back to our folder structure. Remember in phase 1 we had phase 1, then inside there the sources and the research. In phase 2, which is another folder on its own, still in that main folder. So it's a subfolder of the main one. Then we have 3 folders inside the phase 2 folder: questionnaire, spreadsheet, and database. So folks, for phase 2, you need to create a phase 2 folder and then 3 subfolders. In the questionnaire folder, you'll have all the completed questionnaires that you would have given out. You have a spreadsheet. You have a database that you've created as well. Okay, so that's the structure of what we have. And then we're going to go all the way down to see exactly what is needed for phase 2. So here they mentioned to us, number 1, we need to create questionnaires. Now, we'll go into detail on how to create a Google form and things like that. But for now, we just want to do an overview. So we need to create a questionnaire. How many questionnaires? Well, we need 20 questionnaires. They do mention here that you can use Word, you can use SurveyMonkey, you can use Google Forms. I just love using Google Forms because with that I can extract all of that info through to Excel. So that just helps me there. So we need 20 questionnaires. Questions must be grouped under appropriate headings. The questionnaire should be 1 page. So you're not going to have like 100 questions in this thing. There we go. Should be at least 5 questions, excluding biographical information. So if we have name, age, gender, that's got nothing to do with the 5. The next few questions will be those that we are going to have. So yeah, they mention a few things. Please read through that, give clear instructions. And then they mention all 20 questionnaires should be saved in a folder named questionnaires in phase 2. So for those doing a Google form, when you do the Google form, you can put a link in a Word document. You can pop it in there. Or what I would recommend is with the Google Forms, when you extract the respondents' feedback and you extract that to an Excel spreadsheet, you can then pop that in there as well. Okay. Then they want you to create an Excel spreadsheet. The statistical data for the spreadsheet must be collected in phase 1. Let's see, worksheets must be well designed, have different formatting techniques. And then let's get into the specifics. 2 graphs and functions. So you've got level 1 functions, level 2 functions, level 3 and level 4 functions. Let's see how many marks that gets you. Let's actually get the rubric, then we can have a look. Let's go further down here. Okay, so I'm just going to jump into this now since I am here. So the rubric, you see your questionnaires. 4 marks for the questionnaire quality, 3 marks for the questionnaire design. Then your spreadsheet, 4 marks for things like 1 spreadsheet, separate, well designed, good layout, relevant data, etc. Do you have a graph? Anything, do you have the 2 graphs that you need? From there, the level of complexity in terms of your formulas. Do you have all 4 levels? Folks, if you just have 1 formula from each one of these levels, you can get the 4 marks. Okay? Or if you have 2 of these, in fact, I see here now, they want 2 of each. So 2 of these functions will give you your 1 mark. 2 of these will give you another, well, get to the tick for 2 marks. 2 of these, and then 2 of these as well. Okay. So you want to make sure you're using as many formulas as possible. The database, let's go back to that to see that before looking at the rubric. In your database, they want a table with 20 records. They want you to adjust data types, properties, field size, things like that. They mentioned the field property should be used change in your database or in your table. They want one input mask, the use of one combo list, one validation rule, and the change of text fields to appropriate sizes. So please, these are the boxes you need to tick for the table. Then for your query, you see, we've got criteria. Level 1 criteria, level 2, level 3. So you need to create a query, and then to get the rest of the marks, you need to pop in a level in terms of the criteria. Then a report. They want formatting. They want you to use calculations and criteria as well. Right? Grouping, sorted, things like that. And then just again, your submission for phase 2 must be obviously the completed phase 1, which we've done. And then phase 2 will include the original questionnaire you designed. So even though you create a Google form, just type out the questions in Word, with the options, and have that as a document as well, so they can see the original questionnaire you designed, and then you put a link to the Google form at the bottom. All completed questionnaires, minimum of 20, minimum of 5 questions. Spreadsheet with analysis of data, completed database with relevant queries and reports. And then they want you to update the report. Remember that report document from phase 1? They want you to copy that and paste it into phase 2 and update the report with graphs added under the findings section. Where are you going to get these graphs from? From the spreadsheet. Okay, let's look at the rubric. Let's continue with that as we finish up. Okay, there we go. Database. So for having this particular design with 20 records, all of that, there's 4 marks there. Data validation, that is where you are doing the input mask, the combo box, all of that, there's 4 marks. Queries, more marks for queries. Folks, read through these things. Your report as well. And then evidence and organization of documents. Have you handed everything in? And that's how we end up getting our marks for phase 2. So this is an overview of what needs to be done for phase 2 for our SACAI learners doing their PAT for 2025. If there are any questions on that, please leave those questions in this video as you like and share that with others as well. The reason I'm asking for the questions in this particular video is so that I can respond to them either on the video itself, making another video, whatever it is. But it's all there just to help you get the most out of this. So all the best, and I'll see you in our next video.